my lovelies, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to day 21 of May I Scraplift You. Today I'm scraplifting the lovely Cindy Thick. She sent me this beautiful layout to scraplift. So she's got dark cardstock, mixed media, 2x2 squares, some sewing, one photo, lots of stuff going around the photo embellishment wise, and a title right down here. I love this, so I'm going to recreate that because it's also Stash Smash Saturday with my very good friend JQ Crafty. Jackie, and I'm still using this Rosie Studios collection. I told you guys this is probably going to be hanging around for a minute because it wasn't actually one that me and Jackie had set out to get rid of, but for me it's one that I never go to. I did my guest designer requirements out of it, and that was it. Because it's not that I don't love it. I think it's beautiful, and I am so appreciative of Sandy for sending it to me. But yeah, it didn't have any 12x12 papers, and I didn't store it with my kits the way I store things, because it was separate, because it was so little that it could, you know, get shoved somewhere, and I forgot about it. And so because it's still sitting around, I want to use it. So there's tons of embellishments in here, all kinds of fun things. And we're going to use it. So, you know, as well as using up kits, we have a list. So I'm going to be doing these two photos of Sam from when he graduated. You guys, 2 years ago already. I cannot believe that. It's crazy how time flies. So I know that Cindy only had the one photo, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to trim off Princess Leia here, and we're going to trim this down and get that done. I have a list, so I've got to use a 6x6 or 6x8 paper pad. Well, I think we all know that this kit only has a 6x6 paper pad, so we're going to be able to use that. The kit also has chipboard. I have to pull out my flare that has one bird left, so I think this is the last layout that we're going to get a bird on from this kit, unless I go into my stash and pull some birds, which is actually possible because sitting next to me is like a container of animals. Why, I don't know. Puffy stickers the kit has chipboard frames and stamped words. So I'm going to go into my stash, pull out some flare and some stamps with words on them so that I can get this taken care of, right? But this is a good kit to get some of these used up, because this is what I have left. I've created several layouts already, but we're going to do the 2x2 squares. I do have to pull in, I think I'm going to pull in a wood grain, you guys. And I'm going to take what's left of these scraps back here, cut these down into my 2x2s, and we're just going to use everything. Yeah, that's the goal. So I do have to figure out what I want to mat this in, and I think we're just going to go with that dark green for no other reason than there's going to be a lot of patterns on this page already. And depending on what wood grain that I pull out for my 12x12, I'm going to pull out some brown cardstock as well. So give me a minute to get all that stuff pulled, and I'll be right back. So this is the wood grain that I pulled. It is called wood grain. It's the Close to My Heart. I am a Close to My Heart consultant. If you guys want to pick up a pack of wood grain paper, it is splendid. I will have my link down below. So we need to put our list over here. Alright, scraps up there. Let's go ahead and trim down our photos. Let's see. We can get them to 2.5. Hopefully I can get this one as well. Alright, so maybe I won't need both of those sheets. Nice. But I'm going to use, not good for business. So we do need to come in and trim off a little bit. And then we're going to trim off a little bit here as well. Did I get it? Oh, no, they're not the same size, but they're going to be fine. So I think I am going to use both of these sheets of paper, and I will tell you why. Because I'm going to use the green and then the white. And it has been funny because there's been a lot of layouts that people have sent me to lift because it had mixed media on it, and then I opted not to do mixed media. Kim was one of them, Kim Ferguson. She was like, I sent you that layout because it had mixed media. And I was like, dude, I totally missed it. I thought that was a pattern paper. Her mixed media was so fabulous. I literally thought it was pattern paper. So I'm like really impressed with you guys' layouts. You guys are challenging me. And you guys, by you guys, I mean the people that sent me lifts. If you want me to lift you, head on over to my Facebook group. It will be linked down below as well. And in the featured section, there is an area to leave me a scrapbook layout to lift. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll be right back. Sorry, my son had to come tell me goodbye. He was going to work. So I pulled out this cardstock. It's not going to work. It's called Chocolate Chip. So what if we... Yes, I know what we're going to do. We're going to use that as a block. Behind it, it's some Stampin' Up! Cardstock from back in the day. It's the 8.5 11 that I have hanging out. We're going to use this as a block to mat my two photos on. Okay, so we're going to pop this one up on foam because that mat wasn't big enough. But that's okay. It's Frankenstein, all these little... I try to use these up before I cut into a new one, you guys, just because then I'll have all these little pieces sitting around, so even if I have to Frankenstein the fun foam together, totally fine. Alright. I do both dry and liquid ATG because sometimes, I don't know if you guys have this problem, but my ATG doesn't like fun foam. Sometimes. And then we're going to pop this guy up like so. And now, oh man, I think I just got glue all over the picture somewhere. It'll be fine. Okay. Now I'm going to go away. And I'm going to cut these into 2x2 strips and start assembling this beautiful quilt pattern that Cindy asked me to lift. So when I come back, we'll have more going on in the background. I just got to creating and I finished the layout, you guys. I do apologize, did it all off screen, but we've got the photo wonkily matted here, or both photos, and then I did kind of change it up a bit. I did not do any stitching or mixed media, I know, but I love this layout, Cindy. I absolutely adore this. It's not one of my go-tos, and I am challenged by these because I can never make them, no matter if they're the exact same size or not. I'm horrible at making them fit. So I'm very proud of myself for making it fit. Let's turn that a little bit so you guys can kind of see. This light is super bright and this one's super dull. I've ordered a new one, so. So as far as Stash Smash Saturday, I got a whole bunch of more stuff used up, but the collection will be back again next Saturday, you guys. So I do have the 6x6 paper pad used, cut down into the 2x2 squares. I have chipboard here. This says, "Watching you grow has been my greatest joy." I have a little chipboard, little hanging pot there, and then these 3 pieces are chipboard as well. And my title is "This Family, Celebrating You Together." I know, it's a little funky, but I needed to get a bird, and I seen that the chipboard had some swans on it. Birds. As far as the flare, I forgot to mark that off. I have a flare here, a flare here, and a flare here. Birds here. Puffy stickers. This is a puffy sticker. The little celebration up here, and then my fun little wordy bits going down here. It says, "It's your day. Love lives here. So special, grateful, wonderful, adore you. Best wishes. We are family." And then these little gold hearts are puffy, and this little XO up here is puffy, just to bring the gold into other areas. I did not get frames on the layout because they were pink, and I just didn't feel like that was working, and I did not do any stamping because it's kind of busy enough. So I got 5 of the 7, which is all we have to do. But I feel really good about this layout. I love it. Cindy, thank you so much for letting me scrap lift you, and I do think I still have one more to scrap lift from Cindy. But that's going to do it. So don't forget to go check everyone else out who's playing along today with the May I Scrap Lift You, which is the brain child of Crystal Barrett, who is Pineapple Papers here on YouTube. And I will see you guys later with another video. Remember to always be kind. Bye.